So let's continue the conversation. Bill Hing, an immigration law expert at USF. First of all, thank you for coming. Can we drill down what this means here in the state of California?
Well, California can expect to be seeing thousands of individuals over the next several months who are going to be permitted to come in to apply for asylum. Every day there's going to be about 1,000 lucky people who are picked from a cell phone app lottery to be admitted across the southern border. And of that 1,000, I'm sure a few hundred will be headed for California and quite a few for Northern California as well.
So what kind of challenges will they face once they not only get to the border, but those lucky few really who get through?
Well, when they get to the border, again, first of all, they have to have an app on their phone to get on the waiting list.
Right.
It's a technology problem for some people, obviously. And if they're chosen, then they have to pass a credible fear interview, which is a screening mechanism where they express some fear of returning back home because of violence. If they pass that, then they get to apply for asylum. And they get to be headed to wherever they're heading, let's say in San Francisco or San Mateo. And at that point, they're going to be put on something called a dedicated docket, a rocket docket, basically an immigration court hearing where an immigration judge is going to hear their asylum case within the next 300 days. And good luck, because it's hard to apply for asylum and win without an attorney. And every agency that I know, including the clinic that I run at USF, is backlogged. So we have a waiting list. And so that's a big challenge, is getting help to apply for asylum.
What I really hear there is an opportunity for people who do not have good intentions to rush in and say, I'll help you, and maybe even make money off of that. What are the protections for people who are going to be in that lucky few so that that doesn't happen, so an opportunistic person doesn't take advantage of them?
There are opportunistic people on the other side of the border already, as well as on this side. There are people misleading people on the other side of the border, promising that they can get people in. And you're right, people who get here and get to apply for asylum, they have to look out for unscrupulous notarios or other people claiming that they can magically get somebody asylum. So they should go to an agency that is trusted and an attorney who is a member of the American Immigration Lawyers Association. They should not go to someone who cannot prove that they have had success in immigration court.
And in the meantime, we are seeing those images of mothers and children there at the border. They have heard, hey, get in and get in fast. They're coming here for hope. What is the word for all of us who may see some people get through and come into our community? How can we help?
We need people to step up to welcome these individuals. We saw that several months ago on Martha's Vineyard when there was a political stunt when buses were sent to Martha's Vineyard and to New York. And the community reached out and welcomed those individuals, not just at churches and community agencies, but at homes. And so if you have it in your heart, these individuals need accompaniment, they need shelter, they need support, and it would be very, very wonderful if people stepped up to help.
Not just a headline, but human beings, regardless of what our individual politics are. We thank you so much for your time. Bill Hing, thank you. USF, we appreciate everything you do for us.